Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Broseph Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and Maniacs. The nightly podcasts are Palace Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports. Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, The Michigan Truth Sports Podcast, Off the Rails, NFC Northeast, Power Hours, and Detroit Lions News. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hope you like all the shows.
Good morning and welcome to the Red Zone Rant. Got me, Rob, and my co-host, Ken. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Are you ready for War Week?
War Week. For it to be War Week, doesn't the other team have to occasionally accomplish something?
All right, man. So what should we call it?
Okay. What we're going to call it is bear hunting season because there's definitely going to be a bear down today.
I love it. As you can see, I'm wearing a throwback. Come on, Packer fans know this.
You should have told me that it was going to be a throwback day. I would have broken one of mine.
Bro, I'm telling you, what it was is I was looking for something like I need some a shirt to wear, and I started looking, and I go, oh my God! As I got to the back of my closet, found my Favre jersey, my Freeman jersey, and because it's a road game, I went with the road colors. Let's go! I'm gonna whoop some ass today. I'm gonna take the Bears and. I mean, I say it's a road game, but really, technically, it's Lambeau South. We all know we've won there 5 in a row. Right now, currently, this is going to be 6. Let's go. Matt LaFleur, undefeated against the Bears, 11-0.
And that even includes when he was the offensive coordinator in Tennessee. The Bears just can't beat him.
Good morning, Jay. Yeah, it's War Week. You know, this is how you lose if you don't look at your division rivals as a real enemy and you just look past them. It's War Week, man. I gotta say it's War Week. I mean, I hate the Bears. It's probably the team I hate the most out of all the teams. My biggest rival is the Bears.
I would almost say I hate the Vikings more.
All right, well, it could be, bro. I grew up in the Chicago area. All right. I went to school as a Packer fan. Wasn't fun. I'm gonna age myself out. I was in the 80s. Okay. I was in high school when the Bears won their Super Bowl. That's right. It was terrible. And this is why I hate Bear fans. Because of that experience, this is why you get all the hate back.
See, and the reason why the Bears, I hate them and all, but I don't really think too much of them because we've pretty much dog walked them my entire life.
Yeah.
The only thing that I absolutely hated on the Bears was Brian Urlacher. That son of a bitch I couldn't freaking stand.
Yeah.
That was because of all the interceptions he's gotten off of Favre, and then he even got a couple off of Rodgers too.
Yeah. Good morning, Dwayne. Yeah. You Lion fans are hardcore now. I mean, you guys got something to cheer about, but for a long time, I didn't know any Lion fans. You know why? Because you guys were in the basement, and that's where you stayed. I know a lot of Lion fans now. There's some of you is pretty cool too. Got to admit, some of you guys are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it to you.
Some of you are just dickheads, like some of our fans. I mean, it's just this is how it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it goes with fandoms. You got the guys that barely care. You got the guys that are super intense, and then you got the guys that are so intense that they're just freaking ass.
Yeah. I understand, Jay. I understand the hate. I understand why you want to hate. I mean, you have to hate the worst team, bro, or the best team. That's how it is. When you're the worst team, you hate the team that's just constantly bullying you. I understand.
Hey, look who's coming out of the basement to say good
you.
morning. How you doing, Matt?
How you doing, Matt? Hey, is it cushy down there? I just want to know. Is your butt cheek in the imprint of the couch, buddy? Divisional hate is in the following order: Bears, Vikings, Packers, mainly because too many road games and this fan base treat us like roadies. I love it. That's awesome.
Wait, the 90s or thousands? Either way, Green Bay was dominant.
Yeah. I mean, bro, you go back when they won last, and then you check before that, we won like 8 in a row before that. I mean, the Bears are like 1-20 against us in like the last, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Even Matt has already said. Well, you know what, Jay? You're one of my favorite Lions fans.
Fuck the Packers.
But even Matt, in all his Bear glory, knows that they're about to get their ass kicked today.
Yeah. No, I am not in Wisconsin. I am in Texas, but I used to live. Actually, I grew up in Chicago, man. That's where I'm from originally.
The old usual Lions trope of let's put on the horse blinders and only talk about the 2 years we're relevant.
That's usually how that goes. I mean, you got to have some history in order to have something to talk about. All they have is the last 2 years. So.
Hey, we had our time period where we absolutely sucked. Granted, I wasn't alive for that part of it, but it was still there.
Neither was I. I mean, I heard about it, you know. And the Bears, they've been living it for the last 30 years, so they know. The Vikings were in that time that we were down. They were the team up, and they had 4 straight Super Bowl. You know, they had their share of Super Bowl chances.
I was going to say, it wasn't straight.
Well, it's consecutive. Let's just say that. For them, 4 consecutive appearances whenever they went. Every time they bid, they lost. So they suck.
I don't know. Some of those late 50s Packers teams were pretty damn good, too.
Yeah, back in the day. But back in the day, they didn't throw the ball that much. You know, they ran. I mean, they had a lot of concussions. I mean, they didn't have real helmets. I mean, just think about all that. Today's the ferocity in today's game is just out of control. I'm going to the game next weekend, the 49ers, and advice what clothes you're taking from LA. Oh man, you're going to Green Bay. I don't know what the temperature is there right now.
What my suggestion would be is wear yourself either a nice thick pair of jeans or some sweatpants and put a hoodie on and then put your jersey over your hoodie.
If you're not from the Midwest, I mean, if you're from there, you know about thermal underwear, and you can always wear those.
See, I personally wouldn't suggest the thermal underwear because I don't want soup going on while I'm watching the game.
Well, I might have soup going on. It's going to be cold.
Well, when that stadium's packed full most of the time, you're getting all the body heat from everybody else too.
Yeah. Well, just remember, some of the coldest games ever played were in that stadium.
We never saw Ken wearing a Vikings jacket. Ken has never worn a thing of any other team.
No, Ken has he's done some profile bets, but he has never worn another jersey.
The closest you ever got to that,
he said
ball soup. Are you happy, Jay? Ball soup. That's what I was referring to. I was trying to be nice and have that part of it out.
He's a sweaty ass kitty, man. That's what he's talking about.
But no, the only other team apparel I've ever worn was a Redskins hat for my sister's late ex-husband. because unfortunately, we used to have the running joke that he was going to get me in Redskins gear, and I said, over your dead body. I just didn't think it was going to be true.
Yeah. Leticia, you want to wear just layers. You want to put layers underneath your Packer gear, just so you're warm. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be outside. It's going to be cold.
Okay, well, it's a New York thing, at least an upstate New York thing.
You said ball soup? That's fucking hilarious. Oh, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna stomp a mud hole in the Bears. What do you think, Sor? I'm 30. Look, I'm giving the Bears their touchdown. I think their streak of 19 straight drives is going to be over. I mean, we're good for giving up something to the other team. Usually, we always give up something, and maybe you break your streak of the 19 in straight drives with no touchdowns.
That's freaking hilarious, Jay.
Oh my Lanta. I've been to 3 December games. Make sure each piece overlaps coat, sleeves, and gloves. For instance, wear more than you think you need and drink spiked coffee, not cold beer.
I'm 100%
Bro,
with you.
100% whiskey, man. Whiskey warms you from the inside out. Just saying.
Oh, absolutely.
But just be careful, man. When you're up on those steps, coming down drunk is not a good idea if you fall. Just saying, it's gonna hurt. Don't do it.
Oh yeah.
Be very careful.
Those steps are pretty angry. My old man had slipped down one when we went there one of the times.
Yep. Just drink responsibly. But yeah, that's how you warm. That's how you stay warm. Drink whiskey. Just saying. Have a little flask handy. Just tailgate hard. Tailgate
I was
hard.
going to say, going through the metal detectors, you might want to make sure it's a plastic flask.
Yeah. No, they check everything these days. I mean, but they got fake cups. Get some cups. Put the drink inside. Put the lid over the top. Oh yeah, it's just ice. Some wine. It's just a drink.
Or just tape a couple of snooters to the inside of your leg. Either or.
Either or.
I didn't know we'd be giving out smuggling tips today, but all right.
Yeah, I love it. Lambeau South. Enjoy, everybody. Lambeau South. Probably not as cold as the regular Lambeau, but still going to be kind of cold, I bet. I wonder what it is. Yeah, I'm pro at sneaking and stuff, bro. Trust me, bro. It's from my generation. It's from my generation. We had to, bro.
Dude, you're freaking telling me. If we weren't live on air, I'd go through all the freaking stuff that I've hidden over the years and got away with.
I'm telling you. Let's see.
And no, before anybody asked, nothing went in the prison wallet.
Oh my Lanta. Not the prison wallet.
I was gonna say, our viewers, dude.
All right, folks. Let's see. Right now it is 51 and partly cloudy. Feels like 47. That's not really cold in Chicago. I gotta admit, that's not really. Let's look at the hourly. At 12 o'clock, there'll be a 15% chance of rain. It'll be 55 with southwest winds at 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain, yeah, it's just 15, so it's probably not going to rain.
Yeah, there you go, Jay. Glad I could help you out.
Damn.
See, even with us being divisional rivals, we can still help each other get some.
Damn straight whiskey and coffee. Yeah. Those steps are about as forgiving as King Henry VIII. Yeah, bro. Seriously. They really are, bro. If you've been to that stadium, you know. So that's why I say just drink responsibly. Don't fall. Grab the rail. Hold tightly. Use other fans if need be. Try not to fall.
Rob's over here stepping on women and children to make sure he don't fall.
Sorry, get out of the way, man. I look for a Bear fan to fall on. That's all, bro. Just look for a soft Bear fan. They're usually pudgy, loud, full of air. You could just fall. Soft landing.
I was gonna say that makes more sense because I think we're a bit pudgy ourselves. Yeah. No, I haven't fallen at the stadium, but my father, to one of the games we went, he ended up tripping on those stairs because those stairs got a pretty big freaking
And
gap in between them.
And it's just steep and they're short, and it's easy to fall.
Yep.
I mean, when they made them,
believe me, I learned after that when I go to the stadium with the old man, make sure I'm behind him.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. You don't want to be the guy that breaks the fall.
I'd rather him fall back into me than his 71-year-old ass falling into the concrete.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying, you look for a Bear fan.
The old man starts falling, pick him up, and just toss him onto a Bear fan. There you go.
There you go. Green Bay. Oh, it's 5.5. It went up. Wow. It's gone up. Almost to 6. I thought it might hit 6 before, but because it was like, what was it, 4.5 on Friday? We were talking about it. 5.5. I'll take that point. Give me the 6. It's going to be a double-digit ass whooping. Just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm expecting this one to be a pretty decent blowout as long as we don't play like morons and commit a bunch of stupid penalties. But hey, LaFleur said if somebody's out there committing some dumbass penalties, they'll be taking their helmet off and standing in and watching the game with him on the sidelines. I want to see him actually do it. I don't care who it is. Let them sit there for a drive or something. That way, maybe it'll get into their heads that, we should finally start cracking down on these penalties. So I'm tired of seeing these big gains or touchdowns get called back because somebody was doing something freaking stupid. Shit, I'd still take them to cover 10.
I might take that 10. I'm just saying, bro. They're really in a bad shape. I mean, everybody's like, they're trying to use the ruse of the new OC, but the new OC was the OC of the fucking Panthers. Yeah, we know how bad they've been. Just saying. I don't think this is good. I mean, he was on the squad. He was already on the team. They're not changing the offense. They're just going to maybe make it different for Caleb's, make it easier place for him to call, to run, to work. But if they dumb it down, it just makes it easier for our defense. That's all I'm saying. And I'm expecting Caleb to throw at least 2 or 3 interceptions this game. I mean, he throws them wide and high, and we couldn't even get a Bear fan to come on this morning so we could just dog them. They know what's up.
I was going to say, it's still early in the show. Give it time.
Yeah, we're only 20 minutes in. I guess you're right. And in true Bear fashion, Caleb will have a new coach. Yeah, new coordinator next year. Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to be. Bro, if we pound them today, if they lose to us badly, the fans are going to be calling for Flus's head next. Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
What up,
JB?
What up? What up? We got a Lions fan. Hello, Lion fans. Say hello to your fearless leader.
We got James Burgess and J.I. in the chat. That's great.
Yeah.
We've been freaking joking all morning long so far.
Yeah, and I see this game going one of 2 ways, and either way, it's still bad for the Jags. We're either going to blow them out like a 48-17 type of score, or we're going to beat them by a field goal. It'll be like 24-21. I think either way, if it all goes great or it all goes bad, they can't win.
I'm just going to say Mac Jones.
Well, if everything goes bad, there's always a chance to lose. I just don't think it's likely.
It's very unlikely.
That's like the Bears beating us. There's a chance, but I don't think it's likely.
Well, they like your outfit there, JB.
Yeah, new shirt, old hat.
New shirt. I went with the classic throwback. Do you recognize this number? 86.
That Richard Rodgers.
Freeman.
No, he's not the one that broke Detroit's hearts.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
It's the one before him.
Which one? Robert Ferguson?
One of Favre's favorite receivers.
Donald Driver?
Nope.
Antonio Freeman.
That works too.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Minnesota Miracle on Monday night when he caught the ball. It bounced off him and rolled on his back and shit, and he just fell on his head.
Hey, Jay, I asked if I ever heard of Packer soup. I said, yeah, it's what we've ate the last 3 times in Lambeau.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You should probably finish reading the rest of that because you don't know what you just said there.
I know.
But I said my version of Packer soup. I know what he's saying. I wasn't going any further.
Yeah, it's not the hot team, it's nuclear. You're right about that, James.
Yeah,
totally nuclear.
Them losing this game and then losing on Thanksgiving might be the nails in the Blues coffin.
Well, I mean, they're already calling for his head, and they gave up the OC. So if they lose to us, I mean, if we beat them down today, and like Caleb, like fucking just falls flat on his face, they're totally gonna. They've lost the locker room. I already think.
I wasn't referring to ball soup there, Jay. I was referring to the fact that we've had cheese flavored kneecaps for 3 games straight in Lambeau.
Yeah, you got to make sure you put that qualifier at the end of in Lambeau.
Yeah, in Lambeau, I did well. And you're 2-1 so far in Detroit because you won the first year and you won last year on Thanksgiving. But much like your loss to the next team you lost to, or the team before when you had a lot of O-line injuries, that's what did the Lions in the Bears games and the Thanksgiving Day game, because that was during that stretch when Ragnow was out, Decker was out, Jonah Jackson was out. When you got 3/5 of your O-line out, it's hard for any offense to get going. I don't care what anybody says, and yes, we got a great coach, and he coaches those guys up. You know what I was surprised at? That it wasn't like 16 sacks a game. At least I'm a realist when it comes to that. I don't sugarcoat it. It's not an excuse. It's the reason. There's a big difference between the reason and an excuse.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, hey.
So I'm debating if I'm just going to wear a.
What time's your guys' game, Jeremy?
1:00.
Same as see, that sucks. Why do they keep doing that? I want to be able to watch the divisional games separately.
Yeah, all 3 games are at 1:00. All 3 games are at 1:00 today. So I'll have one on my phone. I'll have one on the computer, and the Lions on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
I might just put the phone on Red Zone. That way I can see all the scoring around the league and pay attention to fantasy at the same time.
No,
and I want
Jay.
You know what? There it is starting to get to the point where we need to expire it a little bit. When he's on the NFL Roundtable Talk, the occasional meow will still come out.
I was going to say, each time we get a Kitty Ken or Calico Ken joke, I'm going to start putting $5 away for the surgery to get Jay neutered.
Get Jay neutered.
Well, come on. You see all the commercials. You're supposed to spay and neuter your pets.
And as much as everybody wants to clown us for how bad the first half of last week's game versus the Texans were, the fact they did what they did in the second half, isn't that the mark of a great team when it looks like you have absolutely no hope to win and you still do?
Yeah, but the thing about the only thing about last week's win for you guys that I think is just ridiculous is Lion fans holding this. Well, we had 5 interceptions and still won. Like, that's a badge of honor.
No.
You don't want to say that, bro. I mean, but they do, bro. They're saying it.
But at the same time, and the only thing I'm going to defend on the 5 picks, 2 of them were the bad passes.
Regardless, it's 5.
No. But I understand it's 5
interceptions. Still with 5 interceptions. What the fuck, bro?
No. I say winning being down that much is the bigger
right.
thing.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. The 5 interceptions, that's an anomaly. You know what I mean? It's not the norm lately.
And if I would have those 5 picks and you still won, I'd be like, what the fuck team did you play that let you get away with that? and then you hear it's the Texans. I'm like, how the fuck is this team, one that they're saying is a Super Bowl contender, just fucking lose a game where they had 5 picks?
Well,
that changed them.
The tagline of
I know it changed everything, bro.
It changed everything. They're still a division leader and they're still a playoff contender, but they have been removed off the Super Bowl contender
Yes,
list due to that game.
I realize
This
that.
is why the tagline of the morning show in the off season comes in major handy. On paper, they
On
were
paper.
juggernauts.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
and when we went through the Lions schedule in that preseason show where all of us were going through it, we all struck that up as a loss for the Lions because it was in Houston.
Yeah,
Me included.
Mhm.
I'm not going to lie.
yeah, no.
But after how they played the beginning of the season, I said it's going to go one of two ways. We're either going to blow them out or we're barely going to win.
Yeah, and you got both. They blew you out the first half, and then you guys blew them out the second half. You got both in one game.
And Jay, since you want to compare Jordan Love to Goff's interceptions, Love only has one more interception and never threw 5 a game.
Never threw 5 in the game. I mean,
but at the same time, Goff played every game this season.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, no.
So even with that 5 interception game, as bad as it was, and I say it's bad, he still won behind him and played two more games than him.
We're gonna say give it some time. He'll throw another couple more.
I mean,
I'm not.
I don't know if you guys played down on the first half or the Texans figured out a way to stop you guys or smother you a little bit, but you guys figured out how to get out of it. So either way, it doesn't matter. But I going forward, I think other teams are going to challenge you in a certain way. They're going to try to.
I finally figured out, JB, how you can get rid of JB Jr. Yeah, go ahead and take those Mountain Dew bottles. Take all of them. Make sure you get every last one of them. Then he'll be sent away in freaking jail for a while.
Jeremy B. Jr.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and do however many you want.
Who is that? A troll, JB? Is that guy trolling you?
It's a troll. It's been a troll. I don't have a Jeremy Ballrick Jr. I've explained this.
Yeah.
But you know what? I let it go because some of it's funny, but some of it's just so on the borderline of I think he's an escape from the Genesee County area for mentally challenged.
You might want to hump your leg, JB. Be careful. You might want to hump your leg.
And he has access to my old Facebook account somehow.
Clearly, he's got an old picture of you there.
Right.
Clearly.
That picture was from when I had a picture taken with my youngest son.
Ah, damn, JB. That's
and he was 4. And he
looks like he's out of high school right there. Fresh out of high school. Look at that. Young.
No, I'm still bald. I just didn't have any gray in the beard yet because my kid was only 3.
JB, come on. You came out the womb bald. How much hair did you how much of your life did you really have full head of hair?
It stopped at 27.
See, my brother did the same thing. My brother was like 20 something. He's like, look, I'm already bald. He shaved his head. He's a bald. He's fully shaved.
I had that super mullet, and I was getting a real job where I had to have a haircut, and I decided to go ahead and get a buzz cut like I had in the military. Because if I got to be a businessman, I'm not going to look like a rocker anymore because I'm not in a band. So I had it cut. And I realized how far the hairline was. I said, well, the high and tight don't work. Just go to the one guard and call it good.
Facts on that, Philip. Facts on that.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that there's a reason why Rob has given him the moniker of Nostradamus.
Nostradamus. I fucking he is the epitome of that.
I mean, he's been right, twice out of the last 2 years of every prediction he's ever made about the other teams in the North.
It's like 560 million wrong.
Him getting something right is a bigger statistical anomaly than the Earth getting destroyed by a meteorite.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Earth has been destroyed by a meteorite quite a few times.
No, I had the super mullet while I had hair, and once I cut it, it was gone. That's what I'm saying.
See the power of Samson. If you never would have cut the mullet,
if you would have never would have cut it. Just think about that. When you were cutting it, if you knew that this was going to be the last time you're going to have glorious hair,
yeah,
you would have stopped. You would have stopped.
I would have stopped. And then my dad made the same mistake at 70. He cut his hair short for the first time and realized he had a widow's peak.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, I might as well just keep it short now. I've already ruined it.
Look, Jay's going to get a haircut in 10 minutes.
Oh, Jay will be the next guy that ends up bald.
He's bald.
No, he doesn't have. His kid isn't born yet.
Ooh, it's 10. Hey, it's 10:30. Do we got any updates? Anybody
I
inactive?
do have an update as far as some
No,
elevation
no,
for the
Jay.
Lions.
I've already cut the beard at least live on Frozen Tundra
Yes,
about a
he
year
lost
ago.
a bet. He lost a bet. He had to
Yeah,
shave live.
this shit grows like a freaking weed. I don't ever got to worry about
If
that.
you watch the Frozen Tundra intro, you will see beardless Ken. You will see it if you watch our intro. He is on there with no beard, and that was after he shaved live.
Yeah, and he looked like a teenager again.
Yeah, he doesn't even look like him.
I got a
Don't even
massive
look like
baby
him.
face.
Doesn't even look like him.
I have a $1 parlay on all the money line games based off of my picks from Wednesday night for all of today's games. If it hits, I get $400 off of a dollar bet.
Well, there you go.
But
I got
the Lions announced that they called up Ezekiel Turner, the linebacker they just signed, to the active roster from the practice squad, and they also elevated James Mitchell. I haven't got the inactive list yet.
Okay.
That's coming any minute now.
I got a 31-10 Harpazo or Brent. I know that's Brent.
Yeah. See, now I've got it 38-9.
Yeah, Ken's saying they're not going to get a touchdown. I'm giving them. I'm saying they break that streak of getting touchdown. I mean, bro, they're already gone 3 games, but
they'll do if they get to the end, the red zone, they won't give it to the backup center again.
I promise you that.
And that's a big if.
Go Pack, go Pack, go Diane. Good morning.
Yeah, go Pack, go.
That's a big if. Yeah.
Careless Rob was a freaky.
You have to watch the intro. I'm trying to watch the intro, man. He's baby face. Baby face, Ken.
Jay, you're talking about the thumb?
Yeah.
That's what we used to call Rob, was either the thumb or Bobby Hill.
I shaved my entire head, man. My whole face, everything. It was gone. I was just the thumb.
He seriously looked like the adult version of Bobby Hill. And what makes it all the better is that he lives in Texas.
Yes.
Now, do you use propane and propane accessories?
Nope.
I think one or two guys get a touchdown.
We burn shit.
If they score a touchdown, it's one of 2 guys for Chicago. It's either going to be Swift or Roshan Johnson. It's going to be one of those 2. It won't be both because we've never seen that in any game yet.
Yeah. Well, you got Bear fans saying, "Oh, this new OC is gonna it's a trap game for the Packers." That's what they're clinging to. So,
what I do know is if you get Dumelo Pamu, Broderick Martin, Emmanuel Mosley, they are all out this week. Sam Laporta's out. I already know that he's been out all week.
Good morning, Yoli and Jay. That is freaking awesome. I did not know that. I promise the next round table, I'm making Von Doom show me his thumbs.
Well, I got a picture of Von Doom and his thumbs for you.
Mini thumbs. He's got mini thumbs. Yeah,
there it is.
There he's got no thumbs. I don't see a thumb at all in those.
Right. Well, that's because he's got the one hand like this, but it would be a mini thumb if it was up because it's a garden gnome.
James, that's awesome. Glad to know that we got a bunch of other King of the Hill fans. And speaking of that, I know it's completely off topic, but the King of the Hill revival is coming very soon.
Oh, we are across 2. We're into my channel, which is Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions, because I'm a regular guest on here, and I told them to go live into it anyways. And we are also on the Huddle Sports Network YouTube page. So we are on both of those pages every time they do this show, whether I'm here or not, but I do show up more often than not.
Yep.
I'm one of the few fans, whether we win or lose, I'm here.
Yep. I was going to say that's why JB and I give each other shit back and forth, because we know we're not going to sit there and tuck our tail between our legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was nice. I removed that awful Kitty Ken picture, but I still have one, and it's pretty fucking cool, though. You got to admit. That one looks good.
I was going to say, out of all of them, it's not bad.
There's your Kitty Ken. And that's the only time it'll be referenced here.
You could have at least made it an adult cat, damn it.
No, it had to be a kitty. It's Kitty Ken. And you can thank J.I. for the picture. He created it with AI.
You're welcome, James. It'll be on Hulu, and it should be, from what I'm hearing, coming out sometime in 25.
What is that?
The King of the Hill revival.
Oh, yes. That'd be awesome. Because, I sell
And
propane and propane accessories.
From what I'm hearing, Bobby is going to be an adult, and he will be a chef.
Oh, that's awesome, man. You got to love it when they age the cartoons out.
J.I. goes, I'm innocent.
Because they never age them,
But I do have a little bit of news for you. Because when I went back and rewatched the game, when he got into that block is when he shit his pants, because that wasn't there before the block was made.
so you're telling me it's not what he claims of sitting in Gatorade?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, even J-Bo goes, "Oh, dude, did you see that? James Houston got blocked and shit his pants." Which explains why every down after that he got straight to Stroud. It's because nobody wanted to block him.
You think he learned his lesson to start taking Pepto before the game?
At least 2 pills of Imodium 80. But if crapping your pants is the reason why you got pressures without the bend you had before, I say go ahead and take an X-Lax pregame every game. Come on, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
You imagine Dan Campbell on the sideline. You ain't getting pressure for shit. No shit.
I do have an interesting picture to show here.
Oh, God.
This shows all the penalties in the league totals for a teams, and there's one missing on it, which means they have less than the one on here, than the least penalized team so far in the league. I mean, look at this. Number 1 is the Baltimore Ravens with 80 penalties against, which explains why they have 3 losses.
Shit, I'm surprised we ain't up there 67.
Yeah, I'm surprised we only have 67. Holy shit.
The Lions only have 59, and everybody talks about how much we're penalized. That's not as bad as everybody thinks. The least penalized team on here is the Bengals, but look what team is not on there. They don't even have 44.
Where's Kansas City?
Oh, right. Yeah, exactly.
They have less than 44 penalties this season.
It's old freaking Chief Frog Throat.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
What?
No, that's funny.
Whoa!
This show's taking a turn. This show is taking a turn.
That's really messed up, but I'd probably watch it.
I would watch it. Not gonna lie.
He's turned to a life of petty crimes.
I would die laughing my ass off seeing Millhouse going out there.
The Kansas City Chiefs only have 39 penalties this year.
That's fucking.
Disgusting.
That's fucking.
Well,
they don't even have 40. They don't even have 40, bro.
Right.
They don't even have 40.
Well, JB, it looks like you and I are going to have to talk to Goff and Love and tell them to start letting the refs spend the night before the game.
I'm telling you something.
We got to pick somebody softer than our quarterbacks, because we don't need our quarterbacks ending up with extra testosterone when they take their piss test. Come on now. You know where I'm going.
Oh, absolutely.
I say let our coordinators do it.
There might be an extra reason why Patrick Mahomes is referred to as Chief Frog Throat.
Yeah.
Oh.
He goes down faster on refs than the OnlyFans girls do for $20.
Oh my Lord.
Man. I've heard of football camps and all that, but I never knew that Patrick Mahomes would be holding a ref camp at his house.
I heard he won the auction for the Diddy oil from the
How is that even? Can we go back and just check all their games and see if that number is even legit?
It's not.
I want to know how much it's different from the legit calls.
If you actually look, there's a lot of no calls that are called out every week, especially on Jawan Taylor at right tackle. No. That guy, the right tackle, the one that moves prior to the snap every game, and all the holding calls that don't get called against them. If those were added in, that would be 4 calls a game
Probably
more.
right, Brent. Probably right.
So you add 36, they'd have 70
Mhm.
penalties.
Well, Brent, I got to tell you, it can't be Taylor Swift doing it because they'd get penalties called against them. The
Yeah, he's saying it's their groupies, though. It's her groupies.
The refs don't like teeth.
Yeah, they don't, man. They don't. But yeah, he's saying they're groupies. Yeah, they fucking should. I agree with you. Fucking man, there's something. Why is it? That is just that's mind blowing to me. 39. What is that average? How many games? How many games is that? Because have they had their bye already?
Yeah, I think they.
Yeah, they're 9-0.
Okay, so
okay, the
Lions, 9 games. That's not even. What is that? That's 4.
The Lions,
little over 4 a game. That's it. 4 penalties a game. 4.5.
On top of the 3 in Sam Laporta that I told you that are inactive for the Lions, it's also El Kadeen Muhammad, Lauren Strickland is a healthy scratch, Christian Mahogany's a healthy scratch, Corby Soldal, and Giovanni Manu. They're all healthy scratches. So if you add 4 penalties, it's about 4 penalties just on the O-line alone. That's not including missed calls on the defenses. If you added 4, that's another 36. They'd have 70 penalties at least if the O-line penalties were called right every game.
That's hilarious.
That's an egregious number.
An egregious number. It's totally egregious.
Yeah, maybe the favoritism to get them to the Super Bowl is so.
That's not even
visceral.
5 a game, bro. That's not even 5 a game. That is unbelievable. 4.3 or some shit.
Well, it's 4.8. 4.8 a game.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's not even 5.
And
you
they did have a game they almost lost where it was called more even when they were on the road, and that team had 11 penalties in one game. So if you take that away and you divide 8 into the 33, that's 4.25. That's it.
That's so fucking. I mean, bro, I see that in a quarter in most games. 4 flags in 1 quarter of most football games. These fucking guys don't even get 4 in a game.
Shit, with us this year, we've seen 4 penalties on 1 drive.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why. I mean, that has. I mean, the NFL. Bro, that's not. I mean, that would be
if
like
you actually look at the one drive when
that.
you had 4 penalties versus Detroit. On 2 of those, there was 2 penalties and only 1 accepted.
Why is there no fact-checking group for the anti-NFL? There's always another group against you. Where's the anti-stat guys?
I did that in 2019. I sent video evidence. I did everything. I actually found Roger Goodell's email on the NFL website. It's no longer there because of me. Because in 2019, remember when I said I'm boycotting watching the NFL after those face to the hand penalties that shouldn't have been against Trey Flowers?
Yeah.
I did. I boycotted it. All I did. Oh, look at this. We got Isaac.
Yeah, we've got an Isaac.
What's up, Isaac?
What's going on? What's going on?
There you are. Good to see you, Isaac.
It's only 20 minutes.
Give your feelings to Bear fans. What you think's going to happen today? Just tell them.
Fuck the Bears.
Hey, man. Hey, speaking of which, right here, say it with me, guys. Fuck the Bears.
Fuck the Bears. Fuck the Bears.
I mean, that seat looked like a toilet seat anyways. That should tell you all you need to know about the Bears.
Right.
Well, I was going to say Packers quarterbacks have been shitting on them for the past 30 years.
So, in that 2019 season, when I did that, I didn't even look at whole games. All I did was look at the last 2 minutes of every game from week 5 to the end of the season. So that means you're throwing out about 80 games already, right? Because the first 4 weeks, there's no buys.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, we're talking about penalties. The Kansas City Chiefs only have 39 penalties for the entire season.
That's crazy.
When the Baltimore Ravens have 80, that's the most. How do they not have? They don't even have 5 a game. How is that possible, Isaac? Explain to me. How did the Chiefs not have 5 a game?
You take away those 80 games, right? from the total amount of games. That's 276 games. You take away the 80 in 196 games. Guess how many games were decided by either no calls or bad calls in the last 2 minutes the rest of the season across
I'm
the
sure
league?
this number's up too.
Well, we all know where those State Farm commercial checks are going. To the refs' pockets right
Oh,
there.
no.
It was
Oh, that's not
it
the
was
reason.
62% of the games, guys.
Wow.
That's nuts.
62 62% of the games had a game-changing call or no bad call or a game-changing no call that went against, and that's not just Lions, that's not just Packers, that's all across the league.
Man.
That's way too many.
Yeah, that is, bro.
Well, you know what's funny is it did drop by 10% the last couple of years.
That's
Really?
If you just DVR it and you go back and watch the last 2 minutes of every game, even if you just did it through Red Zone, like if you DVR'd Red Zone so you could see all those Red Zone plays,
those
you're
holding
going to see
calls.
the
Those
no
holding
holding,
calls. Yeah,
the phantom holding
mysteriously
calls,
disappear.
the no holding calls, the no fault starts, the no PIs, the no face mask calls on sacks on quarterback.
Well, we were going to say good morning, Fred, until you gave us an FTP.
Fuck you, Fred. No,
Fuck you, Fred. Fuck you, Fred.
I'm
So,
just messing with you.
I get interesting news on, it's fine, but the parents are leaving, so I'm house sitting the next 2 weeks. So that means I'm alone on Thanksgiving. But you know what that means? I don't have anybody to tell me turn that goddamn football game down.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
see, here I thought you were going to say you were going to watch the game naked.
Yeah, don't say that.
No, I used to be scared of the dark, and we have a
Bro,
full hallway
it's like the
mirror.
Tyson
I
fight
walk
the other
past
night.
it with the hall light on. I'm scared of the light.
It's like the Tyson fight. JB's like the Tyson fight the other night. He talks and he gets up and turns around and he's bare ass naked, just walking away like Tyson did the other.
Yeah, because he was wearing was his jock strap.
Yeah, he just turned around and walked away.
Yeah.
You see his ass.
That's a
Well,
that's
you
the
know what
level
that
of fucks I want to
You
be
think
at.
the cameraman, with knowing he's wearing just the boxing cup, that he'd keep the camera up here, not go down as he's walking away?
He zoomed in on it.
He zoomed in and goes, "Ooh, I want a piece of that."
Rosie Perez loved it. She had to comment on it. So
Hell yeah. So
that was awesome. That was
Yeah,
probably the
that's
best
okay.
part of that
You know
fight, man.
what?
That was it. The rest of the fight, fucking, you can kiss my ass, Jake. All you motherfucker. That was the worst fight ever. I'm sorry. The rant
Hey,
about
you
that
know what?
was
At least I'll give Mike Tyson
Have a
credit
great
on
day,
one
Fred.
thing. He went the whole 10 rounds.
Yep.
At
Or
58
8
years
rounds. It wasn't even 10. It was
old,
8 rounds.
whatever. But he went all of it.
2-minute rounds.
Uh-huh,
2-minute
yeah.
rounds.
Yeah, I'll give it to Tyson for
But he-
60 years
but he-
old. That was good. And I'll even give it to Jake Paul. He could have absolutely annihilated him towards the middle end of
Bro,
the
he could have
fight,
killed him.
but he did just enough to win the round.
Bro, all he had to do was stay away from him the first 2 rounds, so he did just outgas him, and that was it. It was over. Just stayed away from him.
Yeah, the last 5 rounds is Tyson breathing hard.
Yeah, bro, he was just hoping he would get lucky and catch him coming in.
Tyson would have been better to sit there flat-footed with the right hand cocked, just waiting for Paul to get close.
Yeah.
Right.
If he did, I said that if he did that in those first 3 rounds, the first time Jake Paul tried to throw that left, and he blocks it and comes across with that left hook, or if he blocks a right and comes up there with that right uppercut he's got, Jake Paul would have been out in the first 3 rounds on one punch.
Yeah.
It'd have been
Tyson missed a big opportunity. Jake Paul's ear was right there.
yeah.
See,
He's not that guy anymore.
That's why he was chewing on the glove. It wasn't that he was frustrated. He was just saying,
Bro,
man, I got to continue
wanted
to
to
chew on
prove
this,
that,
otherwise I'm going to freaking Paul.
He wanted to prove that that's not the type of guy he is by not doing it. That's
no, he said he has a biting habit.
Yeah.
Clearly, bro. He was like sucking on that fucking. I was like, is this motherfucker? Is he senile? He just sucking on that motherfucker like a dick. The hell?
But I do have a nice meme for you. And this is just to remind Packer fans just how good their offense is.
Yeah.
That's my meme.
Yep.
Had to put it in here. You know, it's relevant.
Yeah.
It is, bro.
Thank you,
It's
James.
totally relevant.
Thank you, everybody, for popping in.
The
Wow.
other thing is he has more sacked yards than passing yards.
Yeah, more sack yard. Yeah, he's been sacked. I mean, because he drops back like 30 yards
42
and takes
times.
one.
And then
42
and it's
times.
funny because if you look at the game tape, the game film, his O-line's blocking perfectly fine. You know what I mean? And there's guys wide open. But he decides to hold the ball just like Justin Fields. They got the same issue. Holds the ball forever, gets sacked.
If the Bears don't get somebody in there that's a quarterback guru, they're never going to be able to develop a quarterback. Never.
Yep.
Never. Sorry, man. They just never had it. Who's the name one offensive mind they had in there? One. Because you can't.
Man, DJ Moore disappeared. You know what I mean? The guy's hating life right now.
Bro, they just re-signed him for like 4 more years or 3 more years, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Game's
and
big.
the rumor is that we find out Monday if Trevor Lawrence needs surgery on his wrist. He's going for a second opinion. If he does, they're stuck with McCorkle Jones the rest of the year.
Holy.
What's wrong with Laporta?
He has a shoulder strain of some sort. It's right here.
Shit.
So when you can't turn your head and you can't reach up, there's no
Yeah.
sense in playing you. And it's the Jags.
Yeah.
It's just not their O line though, Brent. I mean, it's their coaching, it's their fucking. I mean, everything right now. They're fighting in the locker room. They're half the team wants Caleb Bench, the other half doesn't. I mean, they want the coach out, some don't. I mean, what the fuck? It's crazy.
I still think Matt Eberflus is a skinny version of Matt Patricia when it comes to developing players.
I'll tell you what he ain't. He ain't Phil Jackson like some people compare him to. I'll tell you that.
And
Phil Jackson.
He is Phil Jackson, just the T-move Phil
The
Jackson.
T-move version of Phil Jackson. The one that never
The
wins
T-move
anything.
No,
has
he's-
no championships.
Timu's a good saving money shopping app. I'm gonna say he's the Etsy version.
There you go. That's the version. There you go.
The one that looks or that dress Lily version or some shit like that.
Oh well, I think I got him in here somewhere. Hold on, let me see. So you could judge for yourself.
You know, I
There
did
he
find that
There he is. See,
unedited.
look. T-move
Yeah.
Phil Jackson.
Ryan,
He's
are you
gonna be-
pushing in the chat?
He's going to be the fired version of Phil Jackson soon.
Oh,
Fired version. Yeah.
I know Ken got
The unemployed version of Phil Jackson.
Did you get to see the updated version by Fire Control Chief? My brother Adam Balrick, he redid my logo.
Oh yeah, yep. That one's
that's
pretty damn
cool.
cool.
That's pretty dope.
Pretty cool right there, man. Although there's no smoke anywhere, but I get it. No, I'm just.
Yeah, I did say something about that. I said the only thing I would like to see is if you put some like silverish blue smoke.
You gotta have
everything.
Smoke and Jeremy B. I gotta see some smoke.
Or put a cigarette in one of those football players' mouths in the background.
Oh man,
yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Bears are going to get their ass whooped tonight.
What's your scores? Let's hear it. 31-10. I'm saying 31-10. 31-10.
I think I'll go with the same score as you.
That's right. 31-10. It's going to be a
And I said if everything goes right, the Lions should beat the Jags like 48-14. But if it all falls apart, we'll win by a field goal like 24-21.
You guys are going to destroy them, guys. I'm going to say your game's going to be like 38-3.
Yeah, you guys are going
to destroy them, man. Mac Jones is not going to do nothing. He's not.
And they don't have a secondary.
Yeah, they're toast, bro. They're done. Their season's over, bro. Nobody told them.
You know what's weird is we were told how bad our secondary was, and yes, we're giving up a ton of yards, but guess what? We don't give up touchdown.
Yeah.
Who gets fired first, Doug Peterson or Eberflus?
It'll be Doug Peterson.
Yeah,
because they're still adamant that Eberflus is the right guy because they don't want to do Caleb that way. But guess what's going to happen? He's going to lose today. And then in 2 weeks' time, he's going to come to Detroit and lose on Thanksgiving, and they won't be able to take it.
Yep.
Because if you go 0-2 in this division, as we all know, if you start out 0-2 in the division, what are the chances of winning the division? What does it drop to?
Oh, big time.
Yeah, well,
And
we're 0-2, so yeah, we
right.
know.
Yeah, and I'm just saying
Well-
the odds of it happening drop significantly.
Oh, yeah. But don't forget, in between us, they got to play the Vikings too. So there's a very good chance they're
They could be
0-3.
0-3 by that time.
They honestly might get swept by the whole
I
division.
said they're probably the only team that's going to go 1-5. And the only reason why I say that, it's going to depend on that early weather in December when we play them. Because if it's cold, windy,
That's
and
your other
nasty,
outdoor. That's your other outdoor game. That's your other outdoor game.
Chicago and San Francisco, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys would probably be playing Hendon Hooker by that time, like against the Bears.
Well, if we get to where the 1 seed is sewed up by 2 weeks, remember, we play them 3 weeks before the end of the season. So we'll probably have to play our starters in that game.
Yeah, we play them the last. We also
In
play
order-
them the last game of the
Because
season.
we have to hold serve, and Philly has to fall apart a couple times. Because right now they're only 1 loss behind us,
Mhm.
Yep.
and Minnesota's only 1 loss behind us. We got to have them lose a game
Yeah.
or 2. You know, we want to have that 2-game separation at least, so that possibly by week 18, when we play Minnesota, when the division and the 1 seed's wrapped up, we can just say fuck it.
Mm,
Facts, James. Facts.
yep.
Bury the Bears and polish shit. I totally would love that.
Oh,
This,
James,
is,
you don't have
this,
to
is,
hope.
this is a backbreaker. If they don't win this one, this is a backbreaker, man.
I
Bear
did
fans
find
are going to be crying.
I did find the unedited version of that Ryan Poles comment. He said, "I'm taking the North and never giving it back." They edited out 3 seconds in the middle of it. I'm taking the North basement, and I'm never giving it back.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, Isaac,
gonna
when
have
you
the
got a
basement.
good troll post, I put it up, even if it's against the Lions, because when I do every now and then on Fridays when there's not a lot of topics to talk about, I do what's called "Fuck Your Feelings Friday," and that's all I do is put up troll memes the whole show. Ken
Facts,
watched it one
A-Dub.
time,
Facts, A-Dub.
and he was rolling that day because it was trolling the Lions, it was trolling the Vikings, it was trolling the Bears. I don't care. They're funny. They're funny.
They're hilarious, right? That's what
Right.
they're meant to be. That's what they're meant to be. You know what I mean?
That's
Funny.
almost as funny as this picture.
See the throwback? Oh.
Yeah.
See, at least I didn't put him in a Lions jersey and a Lions hat.
Kitten can.
Yeah, I
Kitten
think-
can.
I
I
think
thought
it's
it would have
awesome.
been better if J.I. would have put him in a Vikings hat and a Lions jersey
Oh.
because of the losses for the backgrounds this
Well,
season.
Ken, we know that ain't you, buddy, so don't worry about it.
At least Rob likes me still.
Fuck all these other fucking
Oh, yeah.
guys, man. Fuck these guys,
I'm
bro.
fucking with
They
you.
just jealous of the beard, bro. See, they had to even put the beard in the meme. They had to put
I
the
know.
beard in.
What it is.
Of course,
They're
the
jealous of the
Italians
beard,
stick
bro.
together.
That's all it is. Jealousy.
Yeah,
Hey.
of course we do. The
Jealousy,
sauce
baby.
on
You
the
know
stick,
what?
damn it.
No different than the Lions fans stick together. And I'm going to defend the Lions fans in one way. Have the Lions ever been this good in our history
I
in
mean,
back-to-back seasons?
all right, let's just say this. They might have been good back in the day. I wasn't around then.
No,
but
I mean in our lifetime.
in my lifetime, this is the best that you guys have ever been. So,
Yeah.
We don't know how to act like this right now.
no, all right.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like
And
a lot of
And
news.
some of them go way too homer,
Yeah.
and some of them are still so negative. Oh, we're gonna fuck it up. We got those fans. Every fan base has them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm just going to say this to you guys. You remember how close you got last year? The Packers have done that many times. We've gotten so close, and then we get let down. Just remember, that could happen. I mean, and being
I know.
a young fan,
Hey,
it could
But
happen.
I'm
That's
riding
what
the
I'm saying.
wave. I'm riding the wave. I'm
Yep.
saying we're
There you
going
go.
all
Ride
the
until
way
it
one
ride
time.
until it kills
Ride
you.
it till it
Fuck
falls
you.
off the rails. Fuck
Ride until it bucks you off.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well,
Oh,
hey,
man.
everybody, we're close to ending here. So thank you for coming. Thanks for showing up, everybody on the panel. Thank you for commenting.
And on the count of 3, let's say F that team, and we all know what I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck
Fuck
the
the
Bears.
There we go. And on that note,
Go,
thanks for showing.
go, Pack, go.
Go
Oh,
Pack,
yeah.
go.
The Huddle Sports Network broadcast.